everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Total War Warhammer Let's Play. So, last time around, we decided to go after Iron Rock, and you can see here that we were successful in that endeavor. I went ahead and advanced the turn between episodes, and you can see here that we completed our objective, that the Reckoning has begun. We occupied, looted, razed, or sacked 3 different settlements, and we completed a couple of the bonus objectives as well. It looks like we got 2,000 of the possible 5,000 gold there, and another 2,000 from completing that. I wonder what the bonus objectives were. Either way, we did get 4,000 gold from it, which is a pretty hefty sum, considering we kind of ran out of gold at the last, in the last episode. So, let's go ahead and accept that. And, ooh, the Greenskins and the Orcs of the Bloody Hand have formed a confederation. So there's a few factions that have folded themselves into the Greenskins. And that makes me pretty worried because they were already the biggest Orc threat and they just continue to get bigger. Another quest. So the Axe of Grimnir. The Engineers Guild have some new designs for an exciting improvement to the gyrocopter, which would allow for increased speed and lifting capacity. These dark times call for a departure from the Dwarves' customary adherence to tradition and suspicion of anything new. Though these plans have been only half a century in the making, almost an insult to the ancestors in their hasty preparation, the guild has decided to bring them to Thorgrim's attention. Though the guild hall has been the scene of lengthy and heated debate on the matter, though the guild hall has been the scene of lengthy and heated debate on the matter, now a master engineer has been tasked with producing the final technical drawings and prototypes before production can begin. However, the experimental processes involved will require further investment in the guild's workshops, and this will not come cheap. So at the start of my turn, I need to have a treasury of 10,000 gold. That's going to be a tall order. Let's see, but the reward is that I make the investment and I lose 5,000. Okay. Strange. And we have another objective as well. The time of woes is a distant... with the time of woes a distant memory, the dwarves should look to the future and why am I having such a hard time with that word? The restoration of the Karaz Encore. The more territory around and even beyond their traditional mountain homes the dwarves can claim, the more the ancestors will be pleased. So it wants me to occupy, loot, raise, or sack another 5 settlements for 4,000 gold. Okay. Well, Black Crag will be the first of those 5, I would imagine, and then we can pretty much tack Mount Gunbat onto that list as well. From there, though, I'm not sure which direction we'll head. I really don't want to grab up any of this land out here in the Badlands. I won't necessarily leave it to the Orcs, but I don't really want to have to defend anything out in the open like that. I'd prefer to stick to my mountains. And so, to that end, I think we might start causing a little bit of trouble with the Zufbar dwarves and see where that gets us. Cool, my public order is finally back on the upswing. It might be worth taking this up to the 2nd tier to get me another 3 public order. Let's see, how are we looking here? So, plus 8 from buildings, 2 from the commandment, 1 from technology, 1 from faction, and 1 from military presence. Another -4 from taxes, and another -2 from the difficulty level. I don't like that they do that. So you play on hard difficulty, automatic -2 to your public order. That just seems like, I don't know, it seems like lazy. It looks like you guys are back to a net of 0, which is good. It means that we don't really need to worry about a rebellion down here. Once this ticks up to 1, we can upgrade this, and that will improve my growth even further, and then we can build the iron mine here. But in the meantime, let's see, 3 more turns on our technology, or our research, that is. Let's go ahead and add some quarrelers to this army here. Actually, Should we just skip the Quarrelers and go right to Thunderers? Huh. It's interesting that the times here are shorter than here as well. And we do have Miners blasting charges. Let's see, they're exactly the same with the exception of the blasting charge, which only has 1 ammo, 55 range, and does 55 damage. But that definitely seems worth it. Being able to run into battle and, you know, throw a bomb at somebody before making contact. We've also got cannons now, which look like they're just better versions of the grudge throwers. So everything is identical except for the damage. Also, I believe that these are slightly more effective against unarmored infantry, and these are slightly more effective against armored units. So there is that. This might be slightly better against like goblins and stuff, but I think overall the cannon is the superior weapon, and the actually the cost isn't really that much different. Well, do we want to just completely get rid of the Quarrelers? I don't think so. They've got pretty good missile damage. Let's take 2 of them. And then we'll kind of hang out down here for a while until that public order sorts itself out. And then I guess we'll take the upgrade here. And I think that's gonna do it. Let's go ahead and advance and we'll see what happens. Actually, somebody's got an upgrade, it looks like. Ah, he does. Our other hero. So last time we took Rune of Hearth and Home, which gave him +5 to his leadership aura. So let's see, Rune of Oath and Steel. That would basically give me an ability that would buff everybody's armor by 15 for about 13 seconds. We could dampen enemy magic, which is not a bad idea, considering that we don't really have access to magic ourselves. Strike the runes. Huh, so that just lowers his cooldowns. And let's see, Forge Fire. That gives me +4% to armor piercing damage. And let's see, these help on the overland map, so I'm not necessarily going to focus on these while he's embedded in our army. I think this one's a pretty good choice. Armor never hurts, so we'll go ahead and take that. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to undo that. Let's confirm it. And yeah, you guys just need to hang out. So I think we're done. Let's go ahead and advance. So, something that may or may not benefit us just happened. The Bloody Spears have been obliterated. Our grudge has been aborted, which I guess is okay. Let's see. Gromril Seam. A seam of star metal, that rarest and most sought after of all elements, Gromril, has been discovered close to the Dwarf hold. Refining it will bring prestige and great wealth, and it gave me 2,000 gold on top of that. So we've encountered the Top Knots, which are a band of orcs. Our Tinkerer's shop is done. And so let's take a look up here and see what happened. Yeah, I was afraid of that. The Zufbar dwarves have gobbled up their land. And so now I have to go through them in order to expand north, no matter what. The Zufbar are also the strongest faction of dwarves aside from ourselves, so they present a issue moving forward. So we've got this little army here. Could be like a little raid army or something, I guess. And then we're not quite. Looks like 2 more turns before we get that surplus. So nothing else we can do in Death Pass. We are starting to get some positive public order though. So let's see. Unfortunately, basically everything holding this up is military presence. So it will be a while before we can turn things around here. Although it might be, well, let's see, we would drop to what, -8 if we left. So we would have about 6 turns to make something happen. So if we went to Black Crag and conquered it, and then built one of those public order buildings. Which one was it? This one here. We might be able to turn things around before they went south. It really depends on what tier Black Crag is. It's probably going to start out at tier 1, which means I would have to upgrade it, because I believe that this can't be built until tier 2. I could be wrong though. So that's kind of a gamble, but it might be worth it. It would also kind of kick the greenskins out of our mountains. And then their nearest territory would be like way... Actually, I don't even see them outside of that single province. That might kill them outright. That might be worth doing. No matter what, we can't get there in one turn. But if we went through the underway, we can get a little bit closer. It's risky, but I think we should try it. At worst, we'll have a rebellion to deal with. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the worst possible outcome here, because I don't see any of their armies around, and this is basically the edge of the map. So unless they're hiding out like right here, they really don't have anything to threaten me with, and they would probably have to go through me to get there anyways. So I suppose they could end up, overwhelming this army, and that would be, not great for us, but I just don't see that happening, so let's go for it. Fortune favors the bold, right? Yeah, there's nobody over here, so we're solid. Next turn, we'll attack them, and that will give me gold, too. Yeah, that's all kinds of good. So we'll grab up some gold there. The only other gold I've seen is up here in Mount Gunbad, which is probably why the Zufbar dwarves were so eager to take it. But yeah, so we'll get rid of... Oh, no, never mind. They have one more province. So Karak 8 Peaks down here. But yeah, if we can deal some pretty significant damage to them. Ah, where's this? That must be down here somewhere that we can't see. But yeah, the less territory they have, the less of a base they have to draw resources and troops from. So either way, it helps us. And is there anything else I can do before we end this turn? I mean, let's see. Only one of that is military presence, so it might be worth moving these guys down here to help out. I don't think they're going to be able to do much, but it could be worth it. Let's see. How far can they move? Not very. What if you go through here? Doesn't matter. Okay, we'll just hang out there then. I don't think they're going to be able to have much of an effect on that anyways. And, alright, I guess let's go ahead and advance. So an enemy goblin successfully messed with our army, and I don't know if we'll be able to move, which is unfortunate, because it delays our plan by a turn. But I'm still not super concerned about it. Let's see... The Urki Grudge. Let's see. The beast attacked a throng of proud Dawi. A wrong that must be put right. Okay, so we have to kill them, I guess. The enemy has wronged us, but riding this grudge will cost us deeply, perhaps too deeply. Maybe just this once we should ignore this slight and focus on the grander objective. Let's see. That would give me leadership, but hurt my recruitment cost for 3 turns. And let's see, so it says, there's nothing more important than avenging every grudge. Are we not Dawi? The debt must be settled in blood, and damn the cost. Or honor is all. Foolish dwarf, of course the grudge must be settled no matter the cost. Now bring the foe to account, and we'll have no more wobbles from you. So basically, both answers are the same, and both options are the same. So we'll go honor is all. Population surplus in the Silver Road. Let's see where we can spend it. We've got 2, which means I can take one of these up to tier 3. I think I'll do it here, because I'd like to tear down this watch room and put something else there. So yeah, we'll take this up to tier 3. It's gonna pretty much use up all my funds though, and then we'll go ahead and start demolishing that. And then we'll build something else here when that's done. Or sorry, when this is done, we'll build something different, and then when this is done, we'll build the watch room up here in this new slot. So let's see. I think we just took care of that one. Gem Cutter's Workshop is upgraded to tier 3. Oh yeah, we're making all kinds of money now. And let's see. Thorgrim Grudgebearer gains strict, so +5 growth and +1 public order to local provinces. Cool. Not a bad trait to have. Not a bad trait at all. So you guys are stuck, it looks like. Oh no, we can still move, just not very far. Yeah, go for it. Can I send my hero to go deal with him?
Not a chance.
He's level 2. If we have to, we're gonna send our runesmith after him. And nothing going on down here, although in another turn we'll be able to upgrade this guy. Hopefully we have the money to do it. Meanwhile, we can add some troops to this army. I think we'll add 2 more dwarf warriors. And let's go ahead and advance. We'll be able to pick a new technology next turn. So it looks like that Goblin Big Boss is trying to assassinate, let's see. He's trying to assassinate our runesmith, so we might need to do something about that. Oh no. A dwarf engineer and his surroundings have been immolated as he was experimenting with the potency of black powder. Underground fires are something the Dawi are used to dealing with, although significant damage was still sustained. So we're going to have to repair one of our buildings on top of everything else. Or apparently all of my buildings. Wow, that seems excessive. 32, well I guess it's fairly cheap at least. 90, 40, and 30. So that really, really handicaps my income. That's kind of a crappy event. And then what's this? Alright, so another trinket maker, which is the same as this. Oh, that's kind of a bummer. That was kind of pointless. Well, what could we do here? Let's see, if I did this, I would be able to take this up to tier 2. It might be worth getting rid of this drinking hall and putting something else there instead, because this will allow me to get to at least tier 2, which is all I really need. It's going to give me 8 public order. Another 2 for 4,500 gold doesn't really seem worth it. Is there any other building that would be worth taking? These are going to be worth it. These we'd only be able to get the first tier of, so not worth it. And yeah, so I'd get the first 2 of that one. We already have one of these. This is just going to give me income, so I guess it wouldn't hurt to have another one of these here. It just seems like we could make better use of that slot. Although with what, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I think we can do better, so let's go ahead and put that down. And you know what? We may as well just demolish this. Yeah, go ahead and demolish it. Okay, so we finally have that population surplus. Let's go take a look. Hopefully I have enough money to take advantage of it. I do, but only just. So we'll go ahead and build that. When that's done, we'll be able to take this up to tier 2, and we can throw down another building in that slot. It'll be the iron mine. Let's see. That just finished too. Frustrating. That's been demolished. And, oh right, our renowned Deadeyes are done. So any range units we recruit from here on out will be rank 2. Now then, did that unlock anything? No. Looks like we need ammunition wagons first. Well, it might be worth going back over here. Let's take Dwarven Diplomats, because that's the only first tier technology we have left, and a little bit of diplomatic relation bonuses would not hurt. So, what do we got going on now? We could recruit... No, we can only recruit miners right now. And not even the good ones, so we'll wait. And yeah, I think we're too broke to do anything right now. We could fight. We could still do that. May as well. Let's go ahead and do it.
Bring them.
Oh, interesting. They've got a pretty mean-looking army here. So, let's see, 3 things of black orcs, some big uns, wow. Siege towers, battering rams. Why is this so one-sided? They've got trolls, boar boys, trolls. I guess it's all the trolls they have. I imagine the trolls are pretty beastly. And then they do have a little bit of artillery as well. It would take me, how long? 13 turns? Let's forget about this one. We will break the siege. And we'll come back for that one. That's going to take us a little bit too long. Meanwhile, I'd like for you to maybe go deal with him. You can assassinate him. What are the chances? 64% chance we fail. Yeah, that's not looking like it's gonna be worth it. So just hang out in here and we'll figure out what to do. I just want the whole army.
Good.
Oh, we still have quite a bit of movement. That's kind of interesting. Right, well let's head back. I guess we'll just do marching stance.
I suppose.
That really doesn't make much of a difference.
The High King moves.
But yeah, we'll get the heck out of there. That's a shame. I was really hoping we'd be able to take that. Is there anything else we can do? No, not really. So let's go ahead and advance again. Alright, so that Goblin Big Boss is still causing all kinds of trouble. Let's see. Okay, so he tried to assassinate our runesmith again and wounded himself in the process. So that's basically the best thing that could have happened for us. We've got another population surplus. And let's see. Oh, our drinking hall has been demolished, right. So one more turn on that. Let's see, my public order is still positive, that's good. So what can we build here? Nothing yet. But I think using this slot for like an armory would be a good idea. You know what? We've only got 2 slots here. So we gotta figure out what we want to put where. I think, like, I'm tempted to take this, the trading outpost, because when we get that up, it'll give me 10% to all buildings in this province, which is pretty good. Like, plus 10% to all your income generating buildings, on top of plus 5 to trade resources and trade tariffs. Like, that's not bad at all. This one isn't quite as good, but it's still pretty solid. And so I think doing this one here, and then in this slot maybe doing one of these, and then unfortunately we'd have to take Black Crag to do one of the other ones, but that would get us sort of, you know, where we're trying to go. Actually, no, I didn't want to do that. Crap. I wanted to put them in regular stance first. Well, I guess just hang out right there for now. That'll start getting the public order back up here. And, right, so we'll go ahead and take this. Unless, wait. Yeah, we gotta wait 2 turns before we can build that. So, we got time. We'll go ahead and do this one. And that makes me pretty much bankrupt again. Is there anything else we can do? I don't think so. It's a little bit unfortunate that we're getting surrounded by dwarvish factions, because I really didn't want to have to fight other dwarves. At least, you know, keep it to a minimum. But the orcs are getting pushed so far back that there's really no orcs left to fight. What's happening here? There's a bunch of orc armies. And then a dwarf army. I'm not sure what's happening. I can't see their strength.
For the wisdom
Oh, here we go.
of Volatile.
So that's a full stack. Not a very good full stack, but it's a full stack. And it's got a bunch of orcs around it. I don't know if they're sieging this and they're trying to help or what's going on here. Let's see. But that looks to be one of the last greenskin settlements. Is there anything else? Ah, they've got Carrick at 8 Peaks. We knew that though. And I think they have one other. Because when we clicked on this, yeah, this one here. This one here. But we don't know where that one is. So they've got 3 more settlements. Black Crag being this heavily fortified one here that we're trying to take. And then... Actually, no, 4, sorry. So Black Crag, Carrick 8 Peaks, this one, Dringo, Rakaz, and then Ekrund there. So they've got 4. And that one has marble, actually. That seems like it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, marble. We haven't seen that yet. But that would be hard for me to hold all the way out there. Well, you know what? I am stumped as to what to do next. We'll probably just, you know, advance again. But since we're close to the end of the episode, I guess I'll just end it here. So, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to share my videos however you guys see fit. And I will see you guys back here for the next part of our Total War Warhammer Let's Play.